What's up guys, welcome. My name is James and I'm glad that you're here again. Today I want to talk about balancing your passion with your work. So let's get those credits rolling. Now, one of the things that I have noticed is that sometimes we have these dreams that we have. Like when I was growing up, I wanted to be a doctor. I think until I got to Form 2, and then we went to a particular hospital, and then I realized doctorhood is not really for me. So after that, I went into math. I really love math, so I went and did actuarial science at Maseno University. So that was an interesting 4 years, but during that time when I was in campus is when I discovered I can actually take photos and take great photos at that. So my first experience was that I went to a dinner. It was a cuisine dinner organized by they were called Ecohim, which is I don't remember, but hotel and institution management. They were the guys who are doing home science and also institution management, so hotel management and institution management. But those guys used to organize a dinner every year, and I remember this particular year, I think I was in third year or second year, one of the two. But I remember that my friend, his name is Sam, I'll probably put a photo of him somewhere around here. So I remember Sam had a camera. It was a Fujifilm camera. I don't know if he still has it till today, but he was not able to go for the event. So he told the person who had asked him to come and take photos on that day, and he said, you know what, the only guy I trust with my camera is James. Ding. So I was given the camera, and my condition was, you know what, I cannot be able to pay the 1,200 shillings that you guys are making people pay for coming to the event. So what I will do is I will come and take photos, and I need to get in free. That was easy. I think that is one of the things that many upcoming photographers fail, or creatives fail to understand, that is a legit way to start. Because number one, I was not paid for that job, but I was given access. I was given dinner. I got to wear my suit. I actually was part of the party. Yes, I was working, but I got into the event. Everyone else is paying. I skipped the line because I was a service provider at the event. I ate. I was given transport, which are things that now you would have to pay for. But I got experience, and the images and the photos that I took at that event, which I have no idea where they are right now, but when I submitted them to the client was extremely happy. I wasn't a professional yet, but I knew how to take photos, at least better than the average person. Those days, 2008, 2009, people did not have these sophisticated cameras that people have today, where someone will take a good photo with an iPhone and then hashtag iPhone photography, and it's an awesome photo. Those days they weren't there. So I had the advantage of having the whole event on my camera. On the next day, what I did was, after I had submitted my work to the client, I had other photos that I had taken of other people in that event, and I thought to myself, people will start asking me about photos. And those were times when the 4x6 was the rage, because people had albums. And I went to my friend, his name was Edu. He was a guy who usually used to have his bike and going around taking photos of people posing in front of a flower, and that was his job. So Edu had a photo studio near the area, and I went to him and I asked him to print the photos for me, because there were so many photos. There were like 300 photos. So he printed those photos, and they cost me about 8 shillings if I'm right. Yes, they cost 8 shillings. Then I put them in my bag, and I would walk around, and every single person that I met was like, wait, you took a photo of me at the cuisine, so where's my photo? And I would go into my bag and be like, oh yeah, here's your photo, 20 bob. And I made the 12 shillings. And I would go to the second person and third person, and I think I sold about 100 images at that, which was quite a lot of money. 2,000 shillings was probably more than I was getting as pocket money at the end of the month, but that's a different story. So I thought to myself, wait, I am actually making money out of this. And I don't think I took it that seriously after that, although we still went ahead and did a movie, and I would love to share that. I will look for that movie and put it on the channel as well. It is one of the proudest things that I have ever done. I was acting like a crippled man, and the sound is crappy, but I love the job. We did that. So after that, then in 2011, I was able to do my very first wedding. And fast forward to today, where I am actually doing this, sometimes it gets a bit hard for you to be able to be employed, for you to be able to start your side hustle, run your side hustle, run your Facebook page, do a lot of content, whether it is blogging or it is YouTubing like I do. And there's so many things that you probably need to handle, and it can get very stressful. I have 3 tips for you that will be able to help you as you try and build your side hustle and as well do your normal work. Number 1, start with something that you like, because many of us are probably employed in places where the reason you got in there was because you needed a job and you needed to provide for yourself. So the job that you're doing may not necessarily be alongside your passion. If it is, then you're lucky. But if you're going to start a side business, one of the things that you need to understand is that you need to do something that you love. And when you do something that you love, it becomes a bit easier. It flows a little easier because you do not have to really struggle about spending hours and hours on this thing that you love doing. Same thing that I do with this YouTube channel. I may spend a lot of hours doing content, refining it, editing it, and it may take me a lot of time, but since I enjoy doing it, it does not seem like a chore. And that is something that you need to do when you're starting your side business. So look for something that you're really passionate about. Number 2, do a plan. Make a plan. They say failing to plan is planning to fail. And a lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency in ours. I think that's something that I saw at the Nurses Council some time back when I used to work for them freelance. So, but failing to plan is planning to fail. And that's really important for you to understand. When you're getting into your side hustle, you need to find out how much is it going to cost to start that side hustle. It may be anything from $10 to $100 to $1,000, maybe even more. Look at what it would cost to just get the business off the ground and start with whatever you have, and then you can move from there. Then next you need to look at, are there any resources that you require that you do not have? This may be resources like in terms of people. Do you need to employ people in order to do that business? Or that business can be done completely online, which is something that I really advocate for. Something that you can be able to handle remotely from wherever you are, and something that does not require you to be there 100% of the time. If you do have a business that is labor intensive, meaning that you have an office, you have employees, then it may be prudent to have someone who will manage the business for you in your absence at the time that you're not there every single moment. If you find a trusted person, then you're really lucky that you can be able to start your business that way. But in order for you to be able to grow your side hustle, you cannot grow it alone. A solopreneur doesn't work. Even Steve Jobs knows that. So every single time that you want to build a business, then it is important that you actually invest time in building a good workforce and building a good relationship with the people who will work with you and for you, so that you can be able to scale up your business even more. So the third thing that you need to do is you need to take it one day at a time. And I know that many people are waiting to have their businesses start today, and then they succeed, and then they become famous, and then things will just move in tandem one by one. But really, in reality, things do not necessarily work that way. Businesses take time, business takes patience, business takes sweat. And it's important that you take the steps that you're going to take every single day, making sure that you actually put in the time in your business and you actually do the things that you're supposed to do at the time that you're supposed to do it, so that you can be able to reap in the future. If you're enjoying things now at the expense of the future, then your business will suffer. You need to make sure that now you make all the savings that you need to make. You cut down on the unnecessary things that may be there at this moment, so that you can have a chance to actually grow. Make the best decisions now and put a good foundation so that your business can be able to actually scale a bit faster, scale better than it is right now. So I hope these tips will help you to balance a little on your side hustle as well as your employment. I'd love to hear any more questions that you have. Please place them in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so right now and press the bell icon so that you'll be notified every single time that I release a video, and I will be doing it every single day. So I hope that you will be able to join us in the next video, and I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll be able to answer them. So God bless you. Be epic, be awesome. I love you all.